Okay, video 3. We're going to be talking about Vbucks and how to get them, Llamas, Expeditions, Collection Book, Defenders, and Transforms. So right now I only have 375 Vbucks. I had like 2,500 yesterday, or 2,375, something like that. But two really good Llamas went on the store, so I spent them and I got crap. So one way you can get them is to buy them with money. I did this a couple times when I had a little bit extra money, but you know, a lot of people don't want to spend more money on a game they already bought, so that's not the only way to get them. You can also go to your quest tab and you can go to daily quests, and if you do these daily quests, pin them so that when you can see them when you're in a map, and do these, and you'll get 50 Vbucks every day you complete one of these daily quests, as well as daily coins, which you can use to buy some extra stuff on the store. That's one way. Another one is, say, like Twine Peaks or the SSDs, your Storm Shield defenses. You only are required to do up to like 6, and then you get to go to the next zone, but there's actually 10. So you can keep doing these up to 10 afterwards and get a few more Vbucks that way. One-time deal. You also get them from maps. Like, I believe there's a map right now somewhere I saw. Was it like 88? Right here. 40 Vbucks. There's a website you can go to called Storm Shield #1. Storm Shield 1 that tracks what's going on the maps, and you can sometimes find some Vbucks just for completing a map. You get more, of course, the higher level you are, but Vbucks are Vbucks. A lot of people come from a battle royale over this mode, and just to play this mode to just get Vbucks. You can also get Vbucks on the battle royale side. You can get them from, I don't know, I hate battle royale, but you can get them from doing certain objectives on there, like shotgun kills or something like that that day or that week. So that's your ways to get Vbucks, and what you're using them for is these llamas. Certain ones cost. I don't recommend buying upgrade llamas unless you're loaded and you got a lot of Vbucks and a lot of money if you want to keep buying more. The chances of them going gold is what you want them to go gold, because it's a rare chance for them to go silver, and even a rare chance for them to go gold. And you get better when it goes gold. You're guaranteed to get like legendary survivors or legendary heroes or whatever. So they have a low chance of doing that, but if you're loaded, go for it. Mini llamas, I like to save them. They're mostly only good to get some gold. At one point I had like 180 of these, and I would just, when I didn't feel like playing that week or something, but there was something I wanted on the store, I'd crack open like 30 of them and buy the item. You get these from doing like helping people with their SSDs, and sometimes as mission rewards. And then there's the daily stuff, that these daily llamas that changed. Like I said yesterday, there was a really good one called Super People up, and Super People is a good one. Superhero is okay. I have just about all the heroes already, so I don't need it now. But when you're starting out, you know, any of the ones that say super in front are guaranteed to go gold. So you're gonna get a legendary survivor if it's a super people one, legendary hero if it's a hero one. Sometimes you'll get a choice if it's a troll truck or a troll stash. You want to get those too, because those are guaranteed to go gold. Sometimes it'll fork off when you're opening the llama, and the loot will fork off, and it'll give you a choice between like a hero or a survivor. I recommend always going survivor, because they're a pain to get good survivors, especially if it's legendary or purple or something. I need all legendary ones, but if you want, the survivors are the hardest thing. That they don't give them very often as rewards on maps. They don't give them very often from quests. So you want to go the legendary survivor route if you ever get a fork in the road. you can get heroes plenty other ways, and they're on the store weekly and stuff like that. So, and then there's these ticket ones. So the event that's going on right now is like the Christmas event. So I'll open 5 of these. These have no chance of going gold, but even the most basic, low level can still drop a orange. Whereas if you were to get, if this didn't go gold, you're not going to get an orange out of an upgrade llama if it doesn't go gold. So let's open this. Should have probably just opened 1, but you can fast forward through this. I used to watch it all, hoping against all hope to try to get something nice. Now I just fast forward them. Come on. Oh, I have one of those already. You can look at the loot afterwards too, of course. It shows a big window of everything you got, and you can just go to your inventory and look. I think there's maybe one more thing I need to get another orange of, but other than that I have everything from this event. See, here goes a fork. That's what I was hoping for. So here, whatever you like playing more, and it's only a blue, so I don't need either really. I'm just gonna scrap it. Oh, another axe. One more. I should probably cover scrapping of stuff. I didn't cover that in the schematics. Well, it's not really all schematics. I'll try and cover scrapping right now too, after the llamas. So you see I got some okay stuff, but most of it I'm going to end up scrapping. So there's an event tab. This side over here lasts for the whole event. Once you buy it, it's gone. I mean, it doesn't refresh for the whole event. So Earhart, Defender, another hero too here. Cloak Shadow. So, and these things I just didn't want because I already have them. And the weekly stuff resets like every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending when they roll the patch out. And you can buy stuff that's only available for 1 week. So if you aren't checking weekly, at least to get it, it's gone, and maybe your friend can make it for you, but you won't ever get that recipe again, like for this Pain Train assault rifle. And you can get extra armory slots, not bag slots, armory slots for you to hold more schematics and more stuff like that. Legendary fluxes, you can use these to turn, say, a purple survivor, or purple hero into a legendary hero, but you need 100 of them or something like that, and you only can get like 25 a week or something. So you got to keep ahead on that if you want it. Same for this. Turn a green hero into a blue hero, and this one right here will turn a blue into a purple hero, or whatnot. So there's certain things you can level up. Can't do survivors, but you can do heroes and possibly guns. Yeah, guns. You can do guns too. So that's pretty neat. And you can buy some perk ups on the store too. So let's go back to here. We'll go to schematics. We're going to do some recycling. You can see I don't need any of these greens. I should show you something though. So the blues are fine because you're going to get trap designs out of them. So I'll get rid of all those. You can see I'm at 3 trap designs and 2 weapon designs. If I do a green, nothing. You just get the schematic. So we'll cover that right now in transforming. Let's see. So we'll go back. So I didn't want any of that stuff. Recycle it. Just be careful. If you recycle something you didn't mean to, it's gone. So be careful what you're recycling. Also go over here. You can also recycle. That gave all schematic XP. All these heroes right here. Make sure it's nothing you can put. Oh, I didn't cover collection book, huh? So see, here's some examples of the collection book, which I was supposed to cover up pretty soon. So you can add this guy to the collection book. I tried to keep him. I already had him, see, and I got him a second time now. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep 2. So in case I never got him again, you don't want to put something in this collection book because you can't use it once it's in there. It's like a stamp book and it's used already. So once you get it, or once I got 2, then I usually throw the second duplicate one into the collection book. Boom, and it leveled this time. So after so many depending on what that's worth, that stamp, you can keep getting levels. I'm up to 173 in the collection book, and you get rewards from doing that. Seeing the other second guy isn't available now because you can only put one of that stamp in the collection book. And I'll worry about her later. I don't know if I have the legendary version of her, but say I never did get the legendary version of her, I could use those things to increase her from a blue to a purple to a purple to an orange, and have that if I wanted as an available character. Same for all these different things have things to add to the collection book. So I tend to check this page first to make sure it's not something I can add. So let's see, get rid of these. So I'm going to get 8 training manuals and hero. Boom. Recycle. Now I got more to use to level up other stuff I want. So let's go to transform. So you saw earlier I had all those greens that weren't giving me anything. So as a founders person for the game, you get some unlimited of these. Otherwise you'll have to do the consumable keys, which you can get from certain maps that will let you convert like greens to a blue. I can do it infinitely, and then you can make sure to get, you know, some trap parts or whatever it is from it too. So we'll just use one of my permanent keys. So those were guns earlier, so we'll do a gun one. Go to the gun tab. Oh, I only have that many? I'm sure I have some of these too. Let's see. So you can see they're worth different values. So you can even get away without having to fill all 5 of these depending on what you're putting in. See, these are worth 19, so they're worth a little more. I might just have to eat it because I'm not getting up to the full amount to get a blue. Oh, here, these blues are... Well, I don't want to waste a blue, though. No. I'll just go do a trap. Bam. So I went a little over the 80 I needed. Doesn't matter. You'll still get the schematic XP like you were recycling it. So you're still getting that. That's perfect. But you're also getting a new blue version, a blue recipe. So the only bad part is it's costing you research points. So doing this will adversely affect you being able to level up your research stuff, your research stats. So that's one reason I didn't do it too much leveling up, but you know, it is good if you need to get. So I'm gonna hit transform. If you need to get the, watch, I'll show you. Schematics, bam, recycle. Look, it's worth a weapon design now. So boom, confirm. Got a weapon design now, and so I still got, you're almost doubling your XP you got. You still got the XP from all those recipes, the green ones you put in. Then you got XP for the blue recipe you turned in, you recycled. Then you're getting the design too. So let's do another transform. Let's see. Let's do, say, a... Do I have enough melee weapons? I do. Well, those are special. Maybe I'll just sacrifice. Well, see, that's one thing you don't want to do. Say I sacrificed this. I'm not getting the designs now. You're just getting the XP. So you generally only want to go from like a green, the grays to the greens you can do, and then you can do the greens to blues. But you kind of want to stop there because see, if I do this now, I'll lose the. If I just recycle this trap instead, recycle, I would get 9 trap designs. If I run it through the recycler to convert it to another trap, I'll lose those trap designs. Unless you really want to gamble on like a trap you don't have yet or something like that, at a legendary level or whatnot. Then if you had the transform key, then you don't want to do that because you're going to lose all these trap designs. And I know a lot of people struggle with trap designs, so you don't want to be wasting them. But yeah, you can use, say, one of these. I don't think I have enough gray recipes right now, but you can use one of these blue transforms for a weapon or whatnot, put in 5 gray weapons into it, and it'll turn it into a green. And then you take all those greens, turn them into blues, then scrap all the blues or whatnot, or use them if they're better than what you have, etc. But yeah, you want to do that. I tend to lean towards doing heroes and stuff more because it costs people, and people are easy to get. You just save survivors on maps and you get these people, and there's a few other ways to get them. And yeah, that's a lot better than sacrificing your research. Expeditions. Where's expeditions under? Heroes, I think. Yeah. So I don't tend to do these very often. A lot of people swear by them. Depending on what it is, so you can get some traps here, probably recycle them. Get some of those survivors for those transform schematics or transform keys. Some of these boxes right here, supply caches, come with materials for you to craft with. But right now I need like the 800 plus maps for supplies to be able to get the materials I need for the 4-star, and I don't tend to get any of those, or any of those 800 maps. I guess I need to do more SSDs, but I always get the 700 maps and I get materials I don't need right now. But yeah, these are a really good way. You just boom, hit that, and see it says slot bonus, so legendary soldier, so I'll do sort, and I'll use a soldier I don't need right now. So 260, 35% chance, and then you just throw in some more people. I don't play him, I don't need her right now. So 70% chance if I send them out on this mission right now that they'll come back in 22 hours with materials. So you check the next day, boom, you got a bunch of materials that you didn't have to do anything for, and you're just using characters you weren't going to play anyway. So that's, you know, an interesting way to get materials. Hasn't worked out for me, but a lot of people swear by it, that they don't even have to ever farm at all. Regular farm. We touched on collection book, but I'll touch on it a little more. So you saw me level up. You can see what the next reward is going to be. I'll actually get a troll stash llama, so that's one of those ones guaranteed to go go gold. And you can see in here, I have this guy, but I don't have a duplicate, so I didn't put him in. I have her, don't have a duplicate, didn't put her in. You can also, I have her, don't have a duplicate, so I didn't put her in. But you can do things like recruit a hero. So those legendary fluxes I told you about, if you keep buying them, you can also recruit somebody. Between training manuals and legendary fluxes, you can recruit that person. She's really expensive because she's a mythic, but say I wanted to recruit that urban assault one I told you is a really good one, even if I don't have her already. See, she's a little more reasonable. 120 training manuals, 100 flux, you hit recruit and you get her. That's another way to get people if you can get the stuff together. Just don't do it willy-nilly, because that is a lot of time. Like I said, 100 of those, so that's 4 weeks to get. 4 weeks to get enough legendary fluxes to get her. And plus all the manuals you had to recycle people. If you messed up and put somebody in here, you can also pay to unslot them. 20 Vbucks. So it's going to cost you if you mess up and put somebody in here that you didn't mean to. So if you have a friend that plays, ask him, is this a good character, or should I just put him in the collection book? Or if you don't have a duplicate, I like to just keep them all unless I get a duplicate, or unless they're like a blue or purple that I'm never going to play in at all anyway. I'd throw them into the collection book, or a green. But yeah, that's all it is. Just a stamp book of all of your schematics, and you can collect all different versions of it, the blues, the purples, the grays, and that's just how you get levels in that. See, and it's telling me I have her to put in there. You saw me get her earlier. So I do have already actually the legendary version of her, and that means I have a duplicate because I already have her there. So yeah, we'll put it in there. Select it. Boom. Slot. Done. What else do we got? Expeditions, collection book, defenders. Is that under heroes? Defenders. So these guys are ones you can put out on a map to help you fight. If it's a regular map, not a 4-person one that you see the little 4 symbols underneath, if it's a regular map, if you have 4 people join, you're not going to be able to put any of these out. They're only to fill slots on those maps then. So say 3 people only joined, then I'll usually throw out a sniper defender or something to fill that 4th slot to help us out a bit. But on the 4-person maps that show the little 4 people underneath that are max difficulty already for that level, you can have 4 people in the map and 4 defenders out. So 4 people and 4 NPCs helping you. So that's a pretty important part. They'll help out a lot on those 4-person maps where there's a lot more enemies coming at you. And usually, I won't try to put all mine out unless nobody else does. But I do have 4 defenders ready to go in case of that event. But a lot of them, I don't have 4 snipers right now. I could level up some more, but I'd like, snipers tend to be the best ones, especially because of like that obliterator gun or the neon sniper rifle can shoot through walls. So you can box these girls entirely in, and they can see through the walls somehow, and they can shoot the enemies protected inside their box without being vulnerable at all. And they'll shoot right through the walls, and it won't hurt your walls at all. So, we'll put I'll put a sniper defender, and all the other 3 people will put a sniper defender, and we'll just and they reach further too. So that's a nice part. But if nobody else does, I'll put out the rest of these: a melee one, a pistol one, assault rifle. But the thing is, they use your guns. So when you put them down, you have to put a defender pad, you have to select the defender, and then you have to give them a gun, a sword, or whatever for them to use, and it will use durability on the gun. You'll get it back at the end of the map, and it'll have less durability, and they'll use your bullets. You have to give them bullets. So if you're constantly putting these guys out, expect to be going through a lot more materials, because it's like you're playing 4 people. You're giving 4 guns out for them to use, and they're eating up all your bullets because they fire pretty willy-nilly with their shots. So you got to be careful with that, because yeah, you're being helpful to the group, but if you put too many of them out, the other people are just going to go AFK or something possibly too, because they're doing all the work. Your guys, and you're taking all the loss for it. So that's one thing to think about. But I'll show maybe a little bit of gameplay on them later. In video 4, I'm going to try and do some basic builds, some basic gameplay with a couple of the heroes. What else? Maybe show how to do an atlas, how to do a van, how to do a balloon, how to do a repair the shelter, possibly a bomb. I don't know, those take a while. I'll do some trap demonstrations. How's it look when the floor launcher goes off? How's the gas trap work? Maybe how to do some basic trap tunnels and some timeout zones. I'll do a defender demonstration, these guys. I said trap tunnels, timeout rooms. So yeah, hopefully that video, I'll keep it under 30 minutes too. I don't know, that's going to be pretty difficult with how to show. I wonder if I'll break that one into more videos too. I hope not. Maybe, but yeah, watch that if you want to get some general ideas on how some of the pieces can be utilized, how some of the traps can be utilized. You don't want to build a giant 5-layer base. It's too hard to get all the way around the outside of it to the other side if the enemies come from the other side, or once you get inside one of the walls, then you can't hit them because somebody roofed off the whole thing, so you have to go climb inside the base while the more are coming from outside, so then more get in from another area, and then they're just kind of going through this maze inside your area where you can't see them. It's not good. You want a compact base most of the time where you can get around it easily. You can get on top of it maybe and defend it from the top, from all sides. You don't want gigantic bases. That's what the trap tunnels are for on the outside, to catch a lot of those enemies coming in before they even get to your base. Repairing it's a bitch too if it gets too big. where's the hole, where are they getting in. You know, when it's small, you know, oh, that side's where they're hitting hardest, they're right there. You know, so we'll go over that later. And thanks for watching.